Welcome to the Elements of Spirit readings for the week of August 14th, 2017. This is the reading for the element of air. If you haven't listened to the ether reading, go back and check that out now. And then come on back here and listen to the air reading, and then you have your Elements of Spirit. Ether affirmation. I'm freshly arrived. I am here now. I offer my heart to the greater good. Life is a journey of learning. I travel in peace. It's a long one, but I feel like these next weeks are going to be very intense, and we're going to need to remain committed to these late summer vibes of cruising down the highway with the top down in a balmy, beautiful evening, in order to not lose our heads and in order to not lose our way. In order to not be glamored by whatever goes down, whatever's going down, whatever's gone down, to remain committed to the ideal of peace as an attainable ideal here and now. Usually this is just something that I kick around in my head, but the ethers brought it forward for all of us today. So I hope it works for you. It's offered in service. Moving on to the air readings. Okay. Anticipation. Air says, I can't breathe. My head hurts. Anticipation. So nice, easy one. Just dial it back, guys. Just dial it down, dial it back, dial it down, dial it. Come on, these fun vibes. Fun, yeah. What's on the radio in the car on the way down the highway, man? No, what is it really? There's just a clamp of anticipation around your head. How to lighten it up. How to lighten / dissolve. Oh, sound. That'll help. Sound. Okay. Great. Got your affirmation. That's fun. Right away. I turn away from harsh music and listen to the sounds of myself. I turn away from harsh music and listen to the sounds of myself. Feels great. So there's this theory and some interesting books written about it, about the sounds of silence, right? It's called the nada, the inner sound, the inner silent sounds. I have very little experience with it, but I love the idea of it, which is really cool, which is that when you listen, it was a yoga teacher of mine a long time ago introduced this to me. The idea is like, if you need to reset your brain, instead of listening to all of the sounds in the room, fine, listen to all of those sounds in the room, because you got to start where you are. And then just try to go like one layer beyond that and listen to the silence which is containing all of those sounds, or the silence in which all of those sounds are echoing. That, can you do that? Can you do that right now? I just did. That layer, that container, that vacuum in which all the other sounds are vibrating, that's associated with the element of ether. But what it's telling you right now is that you guys, your heads hurt, you're overthinking, you're anticipating too much. Feels to me like you're already trying to gear up for fall, and we're not even to the end of summer. We're like really basically just peaking summer. And you're like already moving on to the fall. And the idea here is just that it's because you're considering the points of view of others too much. You're listening to the outer noises, to the outer sounds, to the outer music, but it doesn't seem very musical. It's pretty cacophonous. So the idea here is to reset, recalibrate by turning on to those inner sounds that are inside of yourself. And this isn't going to go in the affirmation, but what the elements are bringing forth here is that you can actually run through your chakras and perform a beautiful healing practice which is to just simply set the intention that as you go through each of the chakras, root, sacrum, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, and as you go through each one of them, you ask that chakra what it wants to say to you, and then you repeat the sound, okay? And listen, and do the first thing that comes out. And the idea is like, maybe you're repeating the thing that you heard, maybe you're just making a spontaneous sound in response to the energetic cue that you set here. But the idea is that you're paying more attention to what you've been listening to around yourself as opposed to what you're already telling yourself on the inside. And maybe there's really good information in there, but you're missing it because it's already occurred to you, and so you're looking for it elsewhere. So the idea here is just to help those sounds to be heard in order to clear away some of that attention, to restore or withdraw the attention, restore the attention to self, withdraw the attention from these outer noises, from this outer cacophonous harshness, and go back in. And the idea is if you go through each of those centers and say, hey, what do you have to say? That's what my root sounds like right now. What do you have to say? That's my sacrum. What do you have to say? What do you have to say, heart? Okay, so that's very me right now. The root is like, I'm here, but I don't know how I feel about this. The sacrum is a little on edge. The solar plexus is like panting and ready to go. And the heart is really like fine. It's because I'm with you. So I hope you do that, and I hope you use that. Because theoretically, what's it giving me now? I turn away from harsh music and listen to the sounds of myself. I mean, my whole vibe has just changed. And it's been a morning. Going back to the ether reading of, I'm freshly arrived, I'm here now, I offer my heart to the greater good, life is a journey of learning, I travel in peace. A like post road trip affirmation, this is how I feel now. I'm here, I'm ready to do all of this stuff. And the idea is like this practice of checking with your chakras like this, if you listen to the ether reading, will be able to get you from a state where you feel like you're in the artillery armored car into a state where you're freshly out of the convertible and ready to just like share some photos and talk about what's going on. And maybe we're talking about death and war and rights and society and religion and peace and race and all of that stuff. But are you going to come to the convo like this? Or are you going to come to the convo present, awake, and accounted for? If some shit goes down and you're in an aggressive state, wherever you may be in this country, it's just going to feed more aggression. If some shit goes down and you are present and prepared, freshly arrived, here now, offering your heart to the greater good, going on a journey of learning, traveling in peace, and in your case, turning away from the harsh music and listening to the sounds of myself, now I'm recalibrated. So whatever harshness comes at me, I have a score, a background score of deliciously vibrant, radiant, beautiful sounds that I know are true, which will give me something to assert peacefully in whatever conflicts may come my way from the chaos created by this discord around us all. Affirmation, once again, I turn away from the harsh music and listen to the sounds of myself. Please do remember, come back next week for more of these readings on the 21st, as well as The Feels, my show with John Hill on Radio Andy, Sirius Channel 102, as well as the Facebook live stream that we do called Let's Get Mystical, where you can call in and ask questions and get readings and chitter-chatter with us. That will be Monday the 21st at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. The Feels is at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And the live stream event for the solar eclipse is going to be on the morning of August 21st. I believe we're probably going to start right around 9:30, 9:45, somewhere around there, because the eclipse is exact at 10:20, and I want our meditation to kind of carry us through the eclipse. So yeah, we'll probably go live at 9:45 and start the actual synchronization meditation at 10 on the nose. That's my plan. Okay, so check back, follow everywhere, stay tuned. Edible Spirit, love you, bye.